Hello and welcome to Arsenal Domination, where I just want to focus this video on the upcoming noise that is going to be around Arsenal in this upcoming January transfer window. Going into the transfer window, Arsenal said they were going to be reactive in this window, not proactive. That may or may not be true. Arsenal will put out a lot of misinformation, disinformation on purpose. Mikel Arteta does it a lot in press conferences to keep people guessing. And from a club perspective, that's actually quite smart, either in terms of match day information or in terms of transfer. You don't want people to know what you're actually doing because it's unhelpful for you in achieving what you want to achieve. You want people to not know so you can operate quietly and keep the market more favourable for you. That's the idea. It's easier said than done, but that will be the idea. But equally, there are going to be some journalists and some people out there that are going to essentially make up stories on very little basis because Arsenal are a big club. They have a lot of interest and it will generate interest for them. I don't think that's a majority of journalists, but I think that's some. I think for most journalists, they will report what they are told. And sometimes that will be some disinformation. They will be genuinely told from a couple of sources at a club or through an agency or from players' representatives or whoever that source is that something is happening or not happening because it helps them create leverage in negotiations. Vlahovic was a key sort of example of that a few years ago when I think Arsenal's name was being used by Fiorentina and by Vlahovic to drive the price up for Vlahovic from Juventus. That suited Fiorentina, it suited the agent, it suited the player. It didn't suit Juventus. It's not to say that Arsenal didn't have an interest, but by all accounts, he wasn't sort of top of their list. And those sorts of things happen. And then there are genuine stories as well, I think, where clubs are, like Arsenal, have players on the list or they're interested in a player for the summer or that sort of thing. And those are being genuinely reported, but it doesn't mean we should get excited about them in January. And I think we're probably seeing some of them in the last 24 hours with links to Tyreek Mitchell, who may or may not be an option for us in the summer on a free to come in and sort of provide a replacement for someone like Tomiyasu or potentially Kivior if they were to move on, something like that. So he's possibly on the list in case those things happen. Or alternatively, we're seeing Juan Garcia. Again, I don't expect something like that to happen in January. Neto will be the backup goalkeeper, but again, an option for the summer. And then we will probably see some links to some actual players that Arsenal may be interested this January. So I think my key message today is, look, let's not get excited or annoyed by any of the reporting until they start to become reported by various reputable sources in the media. Let's just keep calm and see what Arsenal do. Hopefully that will be a signing. But let's just not get too excited by every single thing we see. Anyway, guys, it's New Year's Eve. I hope you all have a lovely evening today. And I'm wishing you a happy new year and all the best for 2025. And I will see you then. Cheers. Bye.